I was reminded by someone about secondary loss when it comes to grief. Secondary loss isn't something that is talked about. Well, grief isn't something that is talked about enough. We don't talk about the big emotions, the big feelings, all the things that we can grieve. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about the people we've lost. One thing we definitely don't talk about when it comes to grief is secondary loss. What is secondary loss? It's all the things that are gone or lost or don't get to happen or aren't experienced because of the death of someone. This is something that I'm constantly reminded about and is constantly brought to my attention because I have two children who were very small when their dad died. So going to that basketball game by myself brings up secondary loss, brings up all that grief. Going to choir concerts, going to parent teacher meetings, my son being baptized in our church when he turned 8, going to dinners where everyone else has their husband and I don't. My son's having questions about sex or about just like puberty and their own body parts. Trying to teach he's 7 years old, but when he was a child, much younger, how to use the bathroom. I was angry because I couldn't do it and my husband wasn't here to do it. Having to take the dogs out. Having to worry about, is the alarm on or is the front door locked? Having to take my car in to get the oil changed. My husband was a mechanic. Never had to do that when we were married before he died. They seem so silly, some of them. Some of them, of course, like graduations, baptisms, those big milestones. But some seem so silly. But it is those little silly ones that happen almost every day that really sting. And it's not just with a spouse, it's with my children, when we lose a child, when our parents die, when a friend dies. It can also happen with divorce or losing a job. There are secondary losses that come for a lifetime after, for the rest of my lifetime. There will be secondary losses. And we don't talk about that. We don't allow space for that. We don't have discussions about that. No one's coming up to me and being like, wow, wouldn't it be nice if Nathan could have seen Gabriel or Hosley graduate? Wouldn't it be nice if your mother could be there for the birth of that child? Or your father could be there to walk you down the aisle? Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have to worry about being home alone? We need to talk about it. We need to share about it. And most importantly, we need to listen when someone else wants to talk about it.